Hey hi everyone, this is Mukesh Utwani once again from learn-automation.com. Today in this video, we are going to talk about modules in packages in Python. So till now, we have covered so many examples, right? We have created so many Python files. We have created a couple of examples, but today we'll talk about the modules. Now, what exactly is module is? Module is just a Python file. Okay, don't get confused with this technical term called module and packages. We'll discuss this in detail. But in clear words, module is just a Python file, or you can say any file with .py extension you can consider as a module. So one module can contain multiple functions. We can also have classes, we can also have some variables. So module can also have some runnable code. So what exactly I will do, I will divide this video into three parts. So in the first part we will see how to use the existing modules which comes along with Python. In the second part we will try to create some modules, okay, which is like user defined modules, and we will try to use them. In the third part we will see some external modules which is not available in Python standard library. Okay, we need to download these modules separately, or I can say we have to download these packages and modules separately, and we have to use it. Okay, so it is going to be very informative, so please stay till the end because we are going to discuss a lot about modules and packages. So to start, let me show you the official documentation of module. So if you go to docs.python.org, so this is what official documentation says. A module is nothing but a file which contains Python definition and statement. In simple words, in module we can have function, classes, variables, etc. And what exactly is packages? Packages is just a way where we can structure all the Python modules. It means if you have multiple packages or multiple modules, you can combine into packages. We also have sub packages that also I will show you, but for the time being, modules is just a Python file, and combination of multiple modules we can combine into packages. So just to give you idea, let's say I have to build let's say I have to build one bank application, and I have these modules already available in my project. Let's say I have one module which take care about the car loan. I have another module which is again nothing but a Python file called home loan, and another module called Python loan. So these three files is already available in my system, right? So in case if I have to build one bank application, definitely I can reuse this module. So let's say I have to build some application, let's say for public bank and private bank, so I can reuse these modules. So somehow modules will help you a lot when it comes to reusability, plus it will make your code readable as well. Okay, so we will not jumble everything into one file. We'll create multiple modules, and each module will have one logical group of code or statement. So when you combine multiple modules into one package, okay, or I will say folder, so officially we'll call them as a Python packages. So when you create Python package, you will also get one standard underscore init underscore py file that I will show you what does it mean. Okay, so let's use some existing packages which comes along with Python. So I'm going to create a separate file. So whatever examples I have covered so far, I already structured them into a proper packages. So I will be sharing these packages with you in case if you want to directly try, just open these packages and you can use these programs. So let me create a separate Python file. Okay, or yeah, let's create a separate file. Maybe I will just right click on this Python tutorials and I will create a new Python file, and I will say modules demo 1. Okay, so this is a separate file. Now let's say I want to see existing modules which comes with Python. So if I go to official documentation, if you scroll up, you will just navigate to the documentation part, and just come back here, and can you see library references? So these are the standard library which comes along with Python. Let's say I want to explore about calendar module, okay, which comes along with Python, and you can see, right, this calendar. The moment you click here, it give you first of all the source code. Okay, in case if you want to explore the source code, this complete source code is available on GitHub, so that you can explore from your side. And one module can also import another modules. As you can see, this calendar module internally is using some other modules as well. So don't worry, I will explain you this import and from, but for the time being I'm going to use this calendar module now. And if you see the description, it simply says this module will allow you to output calendar like the Unix cal program, and it will provide some additional function which is related to calendar. Okay, so similarly we also have time module, we have OS module, calendar module, and so many modules which is already they have listed here. If you go back and see, you will find all the modules which is coming. So right now I'm going to show the calendar module. Let me show you how do you import this module and how you can use it. So let me go back to PyCharm. The moment you have to use any inbuilt module, you just need to say import, and you can say import is getting populated. Just hit enter. After a space, give that module name. Module is just again a Python file. So I'm going to use a calendar module which is inbuilt, so it is coming as an auto suggestion. Now if I have to use this calendar, okay, so let's see how we can use. I will say calendar dot, and you can see all the functions which is available in the calendar is getting populated. For example, I just want to see the month. Okay, so you can see we already have a month, right? Now within this month function, I just need to provide some argument that I want a specific month from this particular year. For example, I'm recording this video in September 2020. So if I want, let's say calendar of 2020, and you can see it will also ask you which month you want. So let's say I want for the month of September, which is the current month. So let me store the output, let's say in a variable called result. Okay, and let me print this result. So just say print and say result. Just right click and simply run. And you can see we got the current month. Okay, and you can see it is giving you in a proper format. It says September 2020, and it is giving me complete calendar of 2020 September. That's awesome. This is inbuilt module which is created by Python. So right now I'm not jumping too much detail into calendar module. Okay, once we move ahead, we'll talk about the different module which exist, when to use what. Okay, but you can see how we are able to use it. Right now, let me show you one more example. I want to use one OS module. So again, you say import and just type OS. We already have a OS module from Python side. Now this time if I say OS dot, again you will see I will get couple of variables and I will get couple of methods. So let's say I want to again get, call some methods. So you can see these are the methods which is coming the moment I type get. I want to simply just want current working directory, which is get cwd. Hit enter and it should return you current working directory. So let's print that. I will say print and just execute this program. Okay, I will comment this, or maybe I will keep this at last. Okay, let me paste it here. Now simply let's right click and run once again. So you can see I got my current working directory. So this is the current working directory where my project is located. So if you see, current working directory is C, user, PyCharm project, and Python tutorial. So how it is coming? It is coming from predefined OS module. Get CMD is a function which is under OS module. What if you want to explore few more functions from OS module? Just type get and you will see all the methods which is coming here. I hope it is clear now. So let's clear the output. Let me show you one more module. So this module, I will say just say import, and I will call one more module called math module. Okay, so from this math module, now you can also call all the functions which is coming from math module. So I will say print. Let's use math module again, and I will say dot, and you can just type square root. So this square root function will simply ask you one argument and it will calculate the square root of that number. So let's say I want to provide number as 4. So it should give you the square root of 4. So let me just comment out these two print statement. Right click, run as module demo 1, and you can see we got the square root of 4. If you want to explore more about this, let's say math module, or let's say this function, just press Ctrl from the keyboard and just put mouse over and click. And you can see it's coming from math module, which is math.py file, and we are using this function called square root. So what exactly it does, it returns the square root of the number which you are passing. Yeah, I hope it is clear. So this is the first part where we are calling some inbuilt module which is coming from Python. What if I want to create my own modules and I want to use it? Let's see. So let me just close this file and let me simply clear the output. So let me create my own module. So I'm going to create a new Python file. As we know, module is nothing but a simple Python file. So I will give name called my module. Okay. And within this module, I'm going to create some functions. So we discussed about the function in detail. So in case if you haven't seen my function video, I would highly recommend to watch that videos because we discuss a lot about functions. So I'm creating a function called hello world. Okay, just a dummy function, and I will say hello world, and which simply prints hello world. Okay, and I will say hello world from Python. Yeah, now just save this file and just close it, and let's create a new Python file. This is actually my separate file, and from this file I'm going to call the module that we created. Okay, here I will say let's say my program, some dummy name I'm giving, don't worry. So now if I want to use this module that we created, okay, so what is the module name is my module, right? So I will say import and just type m, and you can see I'm getting auto suggestion that my module, right? The moment I just hit enter, this module is getting imported automatically. So in case if I want to use the function which is available in this module, I will say my module dot, and you can see I'm getting hello world. Let's say I want to run this, just right click and run, and you can see this output is coming from this function which is available under this module. So if I just open this, it says hello world from Python. What if I create another method? If I say def, I will say, let's say calculate EMI. Okay, again it's just some dummy value I will enter. I will say EMI is, let's say 20k. Now if I want to call this particular function from this program, again I will say, since it is available under same module, I will say my module dot, and you can see I'm getting a function called calculate EMI. So let's run this, and you can see I got the same output. So now can I have my own function in this Python file? Yes, we can have. So let's say I'm creating one more function here, and this time I will say, let's say home EMI. Okay, and this time again I will give some dummy print statement that home EMI is 50k. Okay, 50k INR. So if I want to call this function, I will just say home EMI, and let's run this. So first of all, it is printing hello world, yeah, because it is, this is now Python interpreter is coming into picture. So it is executing your statement, program statement by statement. So first it is executing this function, then this function, then finally it is coming to home EMI, which is nothing but a function which is internally, calling this function. So this is just a way to call function from another module. But if you have function within the same module, you don't need to say, that module name. You can directly say home EMI and we are able to call. Now, what if I want to call all the functions directly? I don't want to call every time my module this, my module that. So what we can do, okay, let me just create another program, and I will say my program 2. So in this one, what I will say, first of all, I will say from. Now what is our module? Our module is my module, right? Now in my module, which is this file, I have two functions, right? If I want to import any specific function, so I just say import, and I can say which function I want. Let's say I want only hello world. So if I want to call hello world this time, I don't have to call the module name. I can directly say hello world. The moment you say right click, run as, you can see I'm getting hello world from Python, because we have directly imported that function. First of all, we said from this module import this function. Now what about the second function, which is calculate EMI? So can I call directly? No. You can see I'm not getting suggestion because we have not imported. So can I import again? Yes, we can do that. Again I will say my module import, and this time I will say calculate EMI, right? So again I will say this time calculate EMI, and I can directly use it. Perfect. What if I have multiple functions? So this approach definitely will not be helpful, right? Because I'm importing all the function one by one. Is there any way that I can import multiple function within a one statement? Yes. So what I would do, I will just remove this statement. I will put comma and I will just say here calculate EMI. So I can give multiple functions here and it will import all the function. So the moment I run this, you will get the same output, because functionality wise we have not changed. It is just I have imported two functions in one statement. Now is there any way that if I have 100 function, then do I have to mention again one by one? No. In case if you want to import everything, you can also give import star. So okay, so just to give you example, I will create one more function here, and this function name I will give personal loan EMI, and this time I will make it, let's say 10k. So you just notice here I have not imported any specific one, I just said import star. So I will just call personal loan EMI, and the moment I run this program, and you will get the output, okay, because of this wildcard, or you can say star. Yes, I hope it is clear. So this is fine when we have under the same directory. Right now we have all the files within the current working directory. So what I will do now, let me create one package. Okay, the moment I create packages, notice one thing. Okay, I will just say here my package, hit enter. The moment you hit enter, it will create one package for you, and you will also get one additional file called __init__.py file. This file is completely blank as of now. Okay, so this is just a way which Python understand that this is a Python package. Okay, so don't worry about this file. What is the I will say the importance, how do we use, we'll see in separate video sometime. As of now, by default, when you create Python package, it will have one file. With this way, Python will understand that this is a normal Python package. So what if I keep my module within this package? So I will just do one thing. I will do Control X and I will just do Control V. Yeah, you can see now my module is available under this package. What if I want to use it? So again, if I go here, let's right click. Okay, so by default, if you just notice here, automatically, since this is now PyCharm functionality, that it is also modifying your existing code because we did refactor, right? So now it says first go to my package, then go to this particular module called my module, and then import everything. Okay, so when you have your modules in some package, you need to first give the package, then you have to give the module, and then you can import the specific functions. So if you just remove it, okay, and now you can see, right, it is throwing error because it is not able to understand where is my module. It is not able to find. So if I say go to my package, okay, let me just note it down here. I will say from, what is the package name? My package dot my module, and then we'll say import star, then it will work. So this is called package, and if you want to access any module within that package, we need to use this dot operator. Just keep this point in mind. Now one last point, can I have one more sub package inside this package? Yes, I will say my sub package, and you can see this package have this init file, and my sub package also have one init file. Okay, so I don't want to call this lengthy name, so I'm just giving an init file, but it's actually __init_.py file. Now let me create one more file. This is going to be very quick file, so I will say my sub module. Okay, and again I will say hello Python. Just any random function I'm creating. Okay, don't worry, I just want to show you the concept of packages and modules. So program complexity we will see later. I will say hello Python. Now what if I want to call this function, okay, here? So first of all, let me just, okay, let me just put a multi comment, and I will put everything here. Okay, now if I want to call function which is under sub module, how can I say that? First of all, I need to navigate till my package, right? So I will say from my package dot, you can see I also have my sub package, and you can see the colors as well, right? This is kind of a package, and this is a module which is Python file. So I will say go to my package, then go to my sub package, then go to my sub module and import, what is the function name? It's hello Python, right? So I will say import hello Python. And now this time when I simply say hello Python, I can directly use it. Okay, so do not get confused. I just want to show you the multiple scenarios so that in future if you get this kind of requirement, you can do it easily. So this is how we can create our custom module. Okay, I will say not predefined, our own modules, our own packages, our own sub packages, and how we can deal with it. So please try it from your side. It's very interesting, very useful, and super easy. It is just you need to understand the concept. So the last part which I want to show you, what if I have some external package which I want to download and use it, how can we do that? Because the first example was the predefined modules which we had, then we created our own modules. Now let's talk about third-party modules. So let's say I want to automate my web application. Okay, so in order to automate my web application, I need Selenium. Selenium is again one of the library which will help you to automate your web browser. So what I will do, I will just type Selenium Python, just hit enter, and just go to this section which is Selenium in Python. So this is one of the way. So this is the installation guide you will get here. The moment I click on installation, you will see we will get one command called pip. So what exactly is pip, we will see in detail, but as of now, with the help of pip, you can install any third-party packages. Okay, so we just need to say install and what is the package name, and you will get this package in your local system and you can start using it. Okay, or in case you want to, let's say, do API testing, then definitely you need one more module called request module. So using request module, you can do the API testing. Now how can I use that request module? Again, I need to search Python, and I will say request module. Okay, so you can see again we got here the official documentation for request. Okay, in order to use request module, we need request package. So this is how the official documentation. So let me do one thing. Let me show you one example so that you will get a clear picture. And once you move ahead, we will have a dedicated series on API testing with Python, Selenium with Python, okay, and mobile automation with Python, and so on. As of now, quickly let me install this request package. Okay, so you can see this, right? We have pypy.org. Here you will get all the packages which is available. So I'm just going to use one request module, which is simply going to help you to perform kind of API testing. So this request package will allow you to send all the HTTP requests, and you can just play with the data. So how do we first of all install this package? Okay, they have not given here. So let me just go to documentation. Yeah, and the user guide, first of all, installation of request. And every time you will find pip install and finally that package that you want to install. Okay, so let me open my PyCharm, or you can directly do this from the CMD as well. Let me show you directly from PyCharm itself. The moment you click on terminal, this terminal window will open. Just type pip space install and just type the package name that you want to install. So I will say the package is requests. Hit enter. It will take few seconds, depends on the requirement, and it will install that package in your system. So you can see installing collected packages, and finally it installed. Okay, so I already have this, so it says requirement already satisfied, but in case you don't have this package, it will take few seconds and it will install this package for you. Now let me show you how to use this. First of all, you can refer their official documentation. Okay, so this is their official documentation, like how you can use it. So let me show you. For this, I will create another package. Okay, let me close everything. I don't need any of them. I will just go ahead and create a new package, and I will say API testing demos. You can see I got this package, I got this file as well. Let me create another Python file. This Python file, I will say make API request. That's all. Now since we have installed this package, now inside this package we have one module called requests module. So let me just type import, and now let me import the requests module. Okay, the moment I type req, you can see I got this request, right? Now the moment I say request dot, let me just make a get call. So guys, in case if you don't understand this example, that is completely fine, because this is a little bit from the API side, that we will be making few requests to the server and we will be getting the response. Okay, so don't worry about this. In case if you don't understand, I just want to show you this module which we downloaded externally and we are using it. So I'm just calling a request module, and I'm calling one function called get function, where I will be passing one URL and I should get the response from the server. So let me just hit google.com, okay, which is known to everyone. So I will just say www.google.com, and I will be getting a response the moment I make a get request. That response let me store into res variable, which is response. Now let me say print response. Hit okay, just right click, run. It is making actually request to the google.com, and you can see we got the response is 200. Again, if you don't understand this response, it's completely fine. It is just you need to understand how we are using it. So let me show you a couple of other things which we can do from this res variable that we got, which is nothing but a response. Let's say I want to capture some cookies. Okay, let's say I want to capture the URL, the end URL, okay, that we have just called, and let me just only capture the response code. Okay, so just give here status code, and finally I just want the text, the response in a text format. Okay, yeah, we got the complete details. So this is what we can do from this request module. It is just an introduction part. We will discuss this in detail once we move ahead, but I hope you got my overall point. So the first part done, where we have taken some inbuilt modules, we have executed. Second part, we have created some own modules and we executed. This is like some external modules which is available. Okay, third-party modules we have downloaded using PIP and we are using it. So I hope it is clear now. Yeah, so just try this from your end, and if you find any issue or any difficulty, let me know in the comment section. And in case if you're new to this channel, then please subscribe this channel, hit the like button, share with your friends, and I will see you in the next videos. Have a nice day. Bye bye.